to actually know if your body's hydrated or not, we should be having our body weight divided by 2. So if someone's 200 pounds, they need 100 ounces of water a day.
Okay.
The caveat is for every ounce of caffeine and every ounce of alcohol, you add another ounce of water.
I got it.
I know, like, okay, good, we're there. So if you're 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces of water. But let's say you have 20 ounces of caffeine a day. You need 120 ounces of water to truly be hydrated.
Welcome to Life Changing Money, a podcast all about one of the most taboo topics in the world, money. I'm your host, Barbara Strehand, and we're going behind the scenes on business owners' journeys to money, success, and wealth. Let's get started.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Life Changing Money. And I'm so excited to introduce you to Miss Courtney Little.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We met at Amanda Francis's mastermind, which was so fun. And it was crazy because you told me that your mom had already purchased one of my courses.
It was 2 days before. So It was 2 days before we started the mastermind, and I didn't know you were in that mastermind. I was like, wait a minute, Barbara, your tax coach. And I was like, my mom just bought your course. It wasn't even 2 days prior.
That's so crazy and serendipitous. But we had so much fun. And where did we go?
We went to Aspen.
Yeah. We went to a dinner in Aspen, which is just shows you the power of getting in the right rooms and being around strong, successful women. But tell the people what you do.
So I have been a functional nutritionist for over 19 years. It feels like a lifetime because I've been studying health and nutrition since I was young, but officially 19 plus years. And I'm also a board certified life and success coach.
Wow. And you used to have brick-and-mortar offices, and now you're focused on online. But tell me how, you were so young. How did you just have the balls to go into business?
So at a young age, I was diagnosed with a rare condition and was basically given no help from the medical fields, and ultimately started studying health, nutrition, homeopathy, and I ended up curing myself. And so throughout high school, I was actually the traveling nutritionist.
Aww.
And my mom would drop me off at people's houses, and I would go through their kitchen and help them just upgrade their kitchen and their homes. And I started doing that throughout college as well. And so when I graduated college, I worked at Harvard for a minute. I was interning there and also helping them with their dining services, go trans fat free.
Oh, wow.
And making sure that, all their labels were correct in the dining services, since they were the pioneers with, really studying partially hydrogenated oils and trans fats. And so I worked there for a little bit. I'm like, why am I working for anyone? So I lied to my mom.
Oh.
And I took out 7 credit cards because I could not get approved for a small business loan since I had just graduated college. And so I kind of lied about how long or how much it was to open up the type of brick and mortar business that I wanted to open up. And so I played the 0% credit card game.
Yeah.
And I got really good at it. And so once I paid off a certain amount, I then told my mom. And I'll never forget, I was in the home office and she walked by. And I was like, yeah, I only have, X amount of $1,000 left. And I paid off X amount. And she said, what? I was like, oh, I didn't want to tell you I was not worried about this working out. And she was like, Courtney Little. I was like, Mom, are you disappointed that I did that? I did not want to worry you. I just always knew it was going to work out because I believe so much in this work. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have opened up a private practice at the age of 22 and then went on to help and service, thousands of people. So it was worth the risk.
Yeah. And in that practice, what were you helping those thousands of people with?
Yeah. So it's myself and my team at the time who are absolutely wonderful. We provided nutrition coaching, something called emotion code, and then something called NRT. nutrition response testing, which is a form of muscle testing. And we would service anywhere from 2, sometimes up to 500 people a week. It was really, really, really busy.
Whoa.
And it was all in person. And then COVID happened. And I think it opened up everybody's mind to what's, available in the online space. So ultimately in 2022, I ended up selling the private practice, and I've been virtual online and been able to expand in the virtual space, which I'm really happy about. So instead of, just helping people in the North Shore of Boston or in Massachusetts, where my previous company was, we now help people in Australia, Poland, all throughout the United States and different countries. So
that's so cool. Well, it's also rare that a woman exits her company. What suggestions or tips would you give to someone thinking about selling their business?
It was the hardest decision. It took me months. That was my first baby. That was my first child. That this was so far from an easy decision. I had been asked and approached for other people to buy the business before. And I was like, there's not a chance in hell I would ever sell this business. I'm going to be here till I'm 90 years old, muscle testing people and seeing people. But I had a unfortunate loss in my family that really, really rocked me. So I was very much still heavily grieving. And I didn't have that energy that I did before to keep going at the pace that I was going. So I think it was a combination of things, and it just felt like the right time. And it just felt like the right time. So you have to be okay with the decision. I have no regrets whatsoever about selling. It was definitely the right decision, but it's not one to just make loosely. There was different levels of readiness that I had to be okay with before I actually got there. And I grieved the thought of selling that business. I grieved for literally months.
Yeah.
But then at the time that I sold, I was very ready, but it was just not an easy decision.
What surprised you about selling that you just didn't think of before?
Oh, wow. For the first 6 months after I sold, I was like, who am I if I'm not the owner of that business? It was a huge identity. It was hard. It was an identity shift because my identity was so enmeshed with that previous company. So that was really hard. And then also feeling guilty for not being so busy, because I just feel like I was just always going.
Yeah.
Always going. And then to even feel worthy of the space that I created for myself, that was really, 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 really hard for me.
So you couldn't retire. At that time, you were like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Oh, yeah. And that's why. So I had a non-compete. I was never not going to retire. In the non-compete, it was you're going to work virtually. You're going to do functional lab testing. So everyone knew that I was going to continue to work, but I wasn't going to provide those previous services. I was going to do lab testing and more work virtually. So I always knew that. But that pause that I was on, because I waited 6 months before I launched my new virtual business, that 6 months was really hard. I did not know what to do with myself. I grew up with a single mom. She was always working. She worked 3 to 4 jobs at times. So it was what do you mean? I had an identity shift. And then also what do I do with my time? It was so uncomfortable, but it was needed. It was needed.
Well, I'm so glad you sold, because now you started an amazing company that's growing so fast.
It really is.
And you just launched an app, which is so cool. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, thank you. So my online business is Courtney Little Wellness. We provide customized and personalized one-on-one programs for our clients and really utilize the power of functional lab testing. And then also coaching. I'm a board certified life and success coach too. So there's always subconscious reprogramming that's, intertwined with the work that I provide one-on-one clients. But ultimately, I just want to reach more people.
Yeah.
I'm kind of maxed out in the one-on-one space. And so I don't feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. And I know that I'm meant to help more people. So about a year ago, I created the CLW membership, which is an online membership that gives you access to hundreds of holistic resources like at your fingertips for just, it's extremely affordable and accessible. And so I launched the Courtney Little Wellness app, which is a free app. And once you download the free app on the App Store, you have access to free content and then upgraded content, which is my membership and courses too.
I binged everything on your app, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. What are some things is it primarily women that you work with?
I work with a lot of guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I work with a lot of guys. I'd say 60 to 70% female, but I have a good amount of male clientele. I always have. And, you know, everyone in business always like niche. And there's a lot of nutritionists out there that are like gut and hormones or autoimmune. And I truthfully have always seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Males, females, kids. I love working with everybody.
What is like someone's thinking, okay, I think I need to be a little healthier. Mm-hmm. What are like the first steps you would tell someone to do?
Go on a gradient. Like you're not dieting. Like the energy of when someone goes on a diet is like a sprint. Mm-hmm. Like I'm going to crash diet for 2 weeks because I have this event. And then God forbid you're human and have a bite of something you quote unquote shouldn't. And then it's like, F it, start again Monday. That energy will always keep people in like this hamster wheel where it's a diet and not a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so I always share with people, go on a gradient. So we are just bombarded with stuff on TikTok and Instagram and just everyone knows what they should be doing, right? Or, you know, preaching what to do. And I would just take literally 1 to 3 things that feel digestible and work on that per month. Get really good with it, whether it's like, okay, 10,000 steps per day. Just going to focus on that and more water this month. Great. Month 2, build from there. Focus on protein. Most women that I see and men, they're not getting like a fraction of the protein that they need. And it's causing so many health issues.
Really? Is it really 1 gram per like pound?
I would keep it simpler. Like if you're a female, aim on at least 30 grams of protein per meal. If you're a male, like 40 to 50. Like just start there and build from there. If I had to choose like what to focus on month 1, it would really be the protein. It would be the water. Because people are so dehydrated today. They're confusing thirst for hunger. So they're going for like...
I'm going to sip my water because you said that.
They're going for, you know, a second or a third helping or wanting another snack because our brain confuses thirst for hunger.
How much should they be drinking?
Okay, so this is fun. To actually know if your body's hydrated or not, we should be having our body weight divided by 2. So if someone's 200 pounds, they need 100 ounces of water a day.
Okay.
The caveat is for every ounce of caffeine and every ounce of alcohol,
damn.
You add another ounce
of water.
I got it. I know. Like, okay, good. We're there. So if you're 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces of water. But let's say you have 20 ounces of caffeine a day. You need 120 ounces of water to truly be hydrated.
What do you think about electrolytes?
Love them.
Really?
Love them.
Oh, okay. I hear so many people being like, well, this one has not good ingredients and this one has...
I really love, there's some clean brands out there. I love Cure. I love Taylor Duke's Wellness. I also love just like making your own electrolytes at home, which is just squeezing lemon and lime into your water and sprinkling sea salt.
Okay.
That's the all natural Gatorade. The thing is especially in the United States, the energy is like hustle, 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 go, 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 which burns out our nervous system and creates more stress. When our cortisol and stress hormones rise, it strips our minerals out of our body. Electrolytes help to replenish that.
Can you have too much of them?
Yes. I love lab testing. I always say, like, you don't know unless you know. You can't fix
your
what
blood
you don't
work
know.
will tell you.
Yeah. So the testing that we do, we can really like see like what you need, not just food wise, not just supplement wise, but like these things we can fine tune.
Ooh. What are like really common things you see in a lot of people?
High blood sugar, high fasting blood sugar. So medically, so here's the problem. We get tested at our doctors and there's certain reference ranges medically that aren't accurate. So in the medical field, fasting blood glucose should be 100 or below. For functional medicine, it's 70 to 86. So most people I see are insulin resistant. They have high fasting insulin. They have high fasting A1C and glucose levels. And it's contributing to like any and everything that you can think of.
And how do we fix that?
A few different things. One is regulating blood sugar, ensuring you're getting good quality food, fiber, and protein throughout the day. It's not about perfection. Like, guys, perfection doesn't exist in our marriage, in our work, with our food. Perfection, like, throw that out the window.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking about these recommendations, have the vibe and the mindset of like at least 75, 80% of the time. Do you have to do any of these things 100% of the time? No, it's not realistic. And that's just like setting yourself up to be like, oh my God, I messed up.
Yeah.
There's no messing up. Food is food. There's no messing it up. Like, have the birthday cake, have the pizza, just don't have it every day.
For sure.
Like, we overcomplicate it all the time.
I like your mindset around that.
Yeah, it's just we have to live our life.
But what's like a day in the life of Courtney, since you're so healthy and so fit? Like, what's your workout of choice, and like, what are the meals that you're eating?
Okay, I'll start with workouts. I love walking, so I go for an hour walk every day. Like, I always get my 10,000 steps in working virtually. Like, I make sure I'm moving my body. And then
do you do like the walking desk thing?
No, I like being outside to get the steps. So definitely an hour walk every day. And then I do 2 to 3 weight training. And then like 1 to 2 Pilates reformer.
Love Pilates.
Yeah, I see. 78 out of 200. Love that. I was like, get it, girl.
But people are harping on me that I need to do more weight training. They're like, it's so good for women.
It really is. Like, it just is. Like, muscle is the organ of longevity. Pilates is wonderful. The Pilates reformer class I take is strength training. Like, it is strength training.
I feel like mine is too. Like, it's very
it depends
hard.
on your instructor and where you go. So honestly, they say Pilates is not strength training. It depends upon the studio and the instructor in the class.
Yeah.
Because it is at times 100%. But usual mat Pilates, like, I wouldn't call that strength training. It's not getting weight bearing. Our muscle literally is the organ of longevity. Like, they have done all these studies, like, what's the best longevity medicine? It's having muscle on your body.
But we lose it as we get older.
Or if people just start injecting GLP-1s and not doing the work, eating the protein, lifting weights, and they're getting sarcopenia, which they're losing their muscle and it's backfiring bad. So.
Oh, okay. You mentioned the word GLP-1s. What do you think of them?
Well, I am launching my peptide course and a free masterclass next month at the end of March. And I'm going to talk all about this. So peptides are wonderful. They're just like, it's like taking a supplement, right? So we have a toolbox of wellness tools. There's macro counting, there's journaling, there's meditation, there's getting your 10,000 steps a day, there's ensuring you're on the right supplements. Peptides, there's a time and a place. It is not a quick fix. It's one tool in the toolbox, but it's not the only tool to use. Yeah. But that's what's happening. People are like, oh, like, I don't have to like eat healthy or do what I want. I can just, people are confusing that thin equals healthy, and that can be further from the truth.
I'll call my husband out. He's like the peptide king. Like, he just keeps buying all these peptides. And I'm like, babe, it doesn't matter if you're still eating like shit.
Yeah, correct. It will backfire. So I'm seeing those clients in my practice where they're on certain weight loss peptides for like a year and they're stuck because their foundations are not secure and they're not grounded in. And there's holes. But that's where it can become dangerous, because then I'm running their labs. I'm like, oh, this is not good. There's a right and a wrong way to utilize peptides, just like there's a right and a wrong way to utilize certain supplements.
Yeah.
Peptides are not medications. They're not quick fixes. They're peptides. They're proteins.
Well, I'm excited for you to come out with your peptide course.
Thank you.
It's definitely needed since everyone's talking about them lately. And what I love about you is like your membership is so comprehensive and you're so thorough. But like, what hurdles did you have going from a brick and mortar store to like being an online business owner?
I love learning. So I'm always taking a new course. Like I am like a sponge. I do not want to be the smartest person in the room ever. And I feel like when people think like, oh, I've made it, that's when they lose it. And so like, I'm just like a natural born learner. Like I love learning and knowledge. So I'm always taking new courses, whether that's in the health and the wellness space. Like I have 3 peptide certifications. I'm not like some random influencer online that's like, oh my God, I've been on peptides for 8 weeks. Let me tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Like I waited to talk about peptides because I have like integrity in my work. I want to do the work behind the scenes before I start sharing for a while. And that's the same with business. So with business, running a virtual business is so completely different than having a brick and mortar. And I've had so much fun learning.
That's good.
Yeah. And so one of the reasons why I signed up for your mastermind is I want to learn from the best. Like I want to go where the A team is. And like you're always bringing A team energy, whether it's your outfits, your social media marketing. We just wrapped up the retreat and you've left no stone unturned. It's like who you are, but who you are infuses into all aspects of your life, including your business. And I really respect you like so much as a friend, as a coach and a leader of this mastermind. So what I have learned is I've learned through women like you how to run a virtual business. That's my honest answer.
I love that. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Well, where can they find you? Because they all need your membership at the very least. And definitely get her peptide course.
Thank you. So my website is CourtneyLittleWellness.com. My Instagram is CourtneyLittle.wellness. And there's a few ways, to work with myself or my team. There's our one-on-one work, which is offered in 4, 6, or 12-month programs. There's courses. I have my peptide course. This is coming next month. And my weight loss course a little later this year. And then I have my membership. So the Courtney Little Wellness membership gives you access to hundreds of wellness resources, whether it's somatic healing, online workouts, recipes, lab testing you can order on your own and at major discounts.
Ooh.
Yeah. The membership's only $45 a month. It's literally like having 7 or 8 apps in one for a fraction of the price, truly. That's what my members share with me, which is great.
Tell them what it's called. On the Apple Store. Oh, that's the app.
Yeah. So the great thing is people can download the Courtney Little Wellness app and have access to free content. And then they can see like the paid content, which is my membership and my courses. So if they want to access the membership through the app, they just have to upgrade and pay for the membership. And then you can like see your membership on the app.
Cool.
Yeah. Or the computer, whatever people prefer.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I'm excited to hang out with you the rest of the year.
I know.
There's so many places to go.
We got Newport. We got Greece. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Life Changing Money. Don't forget to subscribe, and I would love if you left a review and shared it with your friends. See you next time.